Yes, hello, welcome on into 11 Sports here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. And if you missed the last episode, go and have a look at it. We played against Dundalk. It was very, very exciting indeed. You'll notice there wasn't an intro in today's video because there wasn't really much to intro, to be honest. We're a very similar position to where we were the last time. The only difference is we have played against St Mirren, and in that game we won 3-1. Darren Anderson, Jovic and Velasquez scoring goals for us to win that game. And we are playing today against Hibs, who we've lost to twice so far this calendar year. Losing 2-1 in the Scottish Cup 5th round and 2-0 in the Premiership at the end of February. And then we also will play our first Euro Cup Tour Conference League semi-final first leg away in France against Nice in what could be a very tricky game for us. So a tough game against Hibs in the league, followed by a tough game away in Nice. A tough episode all in all. The league table, as you can see just above me there on the right hand side of the screen, hasn't really changed much because Celtic, ourselves and Rangers all won the last time we all played the first game of the post-split fixtures. So that means that we're still 10 points behind the two of them. There's only 12 points available, so unless they lose all their games, nothing's going to happen. The only way we can win the league is if Rangers and Celtic, who are playing to each other today, draw and then lose every other game. That's the only way that we can win the league, and I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But third place looks almost secure as well. So play this game, we'll get the second leg alongside a game next week for the next episode, and then to finish off the season, we will play Rangers and Celtic for the last two games because it's always exciting playing the Old Firm. See if we can beat them. We actually haven't lost to Rangers in the league this year. So hopefully we can keep that record up. But yeah, 10 points behind. We're almost certain to be finishing in third, which is improving on our performances from last year. We finished 5th last year. We really at one point thought we could win this league, but a poor kind of February, sort of March time for form really kind of ruined that for us, especially with how good we had been in December. We went kind of unbeaten throughout December, but yeah, a season of what could be. But it could still be something if we win the Europa Conference League thing. We haven't won that yet. We've played in it several years and not won it yet, so hopefully we can do it here. But anyway, we play against Hibs first. Let's show you the team. And Ryan Morris is injured. I'm not sure if it's the same injury as you saw the last time. I remember he was injured for a while, but he's injured for another 2 weeks. So unfortunately, he's not playing. So Duran will get the game today. And against Nice, if Morris is not back, it will need to be McGowan again because remember, Duran is not registered. We've also got injuries to Ryan Christie and Florent de Silva. So the team we're going to go with looks a little bit like this. Duran in goal, Thomas and Anderson at centre-back, Magallanes on the right, Guerrero on the left, Pena and Velasquez in the middle with Jovic just in front, Lambert on the right, and Ketia gets the game on the left as well. He's kind of built quite a good relationship between him and Guerrero and that left-hand side. I'm trying to see if I can overlap it so it can tell you what their relationship is like, but it's not letting me do it, so it doesn't matter. And Cronetta will lead the line as well. 33 goals in all competitions for Cronetta. Very good indeed. And some nice goals behind as well. Lambert 16, Jovic with 12, and Ketia with 10. And Bookert's got 17 as well from that left-hand side. So, lots and lots of goals in that attacking part of the team for us. And hopefully we can be defensively solid in this game as well. I see we've struggled against Hibs in the last 2 games we've played against them. So hopefully that won't be the case today. So here we go, Hibs playing a 4-4-1-1 formation. So long as we don't lose this game, it actually guarantees us third place, which will be very good indeed. Kind of means the rest of the games are maybe slightly pointless, and maybe not worth showing, but I will show them anyway because, it's the end of the season. We like showing run-ins. It's always fun to see how we do toward the end of the season. Never know, maybe some faces who haven't really had a game could get a game in these league games. You saw the first highlight there. Wasn't really much to talk about. It's another Hibs highlight here, though. Johnson with the ball into Grant. Grant plays the ball all the way back to Glass. It's intercepted by Cronetta, and Nketiah comes away. Eddie Nketiah down the left-hand side. He gets challenged by Glass and Robertson, and Glass plays the ball all the way forward. There's absolutely no man wearing green there, so Duran has the time to collect that ball and plays it back to Anderson. Plays it back to Duran, and I'm always worried now when Anderson passes the ball back to the goalkeeper after that own goal he scored against Celtic from quite a long way out, passing it all the way into his own goal. But we're okay there. Magallanes, who's got a bit of a knock, so maybe he might need to come off. We never know. Anderson plays the ball forward toward Cronetta. He gets past his man. Can he finish it? He dinks the keeper, the former Kilmarnock man, Robbie Much. Wasn't beaten though. Nearly got over the top of him, but not quite. And it says that Magallanes does want to come off. A bruised ankle. I'm sure he could have played through that, but Mazza comes on to play on that right-hand side. Jovic collects the throw, and the ball is cleared away, and Paz with it here. Back to Porteous, forward toward Johnson and Delamare, and he comes forward now, but it's challenged by Pena and Jovic, and we've got some very good, robust kind of midfielders, is what I was looking for there, in the middle of the field. Pena and also Velasquez, as well as Jovic. So Jovic is very good going forward. He's also very solid in defence as well, and that was a great effort from him just off the top of the bar. It looked like, we're very solid in that midfield area. I'm very impressed with what we've done there. Lots of kind of good physical players as well. Even Ryan Ham when he comes off the bench, someone like Daniel Stacey as well. So that's a good bit of the field, and I'm glad we often win a lot of challenges in there as well and have the chance to break away with the skilled players, a Lambert and Nketiah and Creneta, and if Booker's playing or De La Rosa, those middle three are really quite important for us though. We have reached half-time though. I'm sure you noticed I was talking and nothing was happening. We have had most of the ball, we've had most of the shots, but unfortunately we have not had most of the goals because it's still 0-0. We'll see what happens the first 5-10 minutes of this half. Lambert is a corner. That's what happens here. It's swung in and cleared away, and nothing really happens. We might have to make some changes. And Nketiah finds Lambert. Lambert plays the ball toward Creneta, but it's cleared away, and Pena collects. And Pena plays the ball back to Thomas. And Thomas into Pena again. Slow build-up play. Jovic into Lambert. Will Lambert hit it? He plays a 1-2 with Ryan Porteous, it looks like there, but will come away with the goal, and that is a goal for Lambert. I don't think he scored for a wee while, so it's good to see him get back on the score sheet, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what happened here. Thomas finds Pena into Jovic, and Lambert with the ball drives in field. He kind of plays a pass, but Porteous slide tackles, intercepts it, and plays it straight back into the path of Lambert, who slots it in at the near post by Robbie Much, and Kilmarnock are up 1-0 here. Throw it on the left-hand side. Guerrero swings it in. Jovic does not win the header. Beckles will try and get this for Hibs, but Pena gets there first, and he switches the play all the way to Mazza, who's deep on the halfway line there. Lambert plays it forward. It's headed away by me, and only as far as Guerrero, though, after the clearance. Pena with it here. What's he going to do? Out wide to Nketiah, who's doing well in that left wing for us. He drives infield. He plays the ball into the box. Lambert hits it, and that's a lovely goal. It's a cracking effort. It's not exactly a typical goal. He's running away from goal, manages to get his foot round the ball and curls it into the far corner. You can see Nketiah here does all the work, drives infield, plays it into Lambert, it bounces, and he's running away from goal but swings his foot round it, gets his leg round it, and he scored 2 goals for us here in the space of 10 minutes in the second half. Lambert with 2, Kilmarnock with 2, and we're up 2-0. And I'm about to make a change, but there's a highlight here, so we'll see what happens. First, Brown for Hibs, in toward Porteous and Grant, and back to Much, who launches the ball forward. But it's intercepted by Anderson, and Jovic has it here. And will he just hit this himself? He does indeed, and it's saved by Much. So we've moved Nketiah up front, taking off Creneta, and put Booker on the left-hand side, and Stacey's come on for Velasquez as well here for the last 20-odd minutes when the changes are made, but the time's just ticking away, and nothing's really happened since we've made those changes. But Beckles has the ball here, and it's intercepted, challenged by Stacey, and the ball's launched forward toward Nketiah, but Porteous intercepts that ball, and Paz has the ball here on the left hand side for Hibs into Grant and Johnson, and Paz gets the ball back and he hits it, and he's beaten at the near post is Duran. It wasn't exactly the best positioning I've ever seen from our goalkeeper. To be fair, we've not really seen much of him, to be honest, because it's mainly been Ryan Morris in that goal, but certainly not the best piece of goalkeeping I've ever seen or defended, to be honest. And he hits that at the front post, and I mean, at least he made an effort to dive for it, but it wasn't a very good effort. And there's a highlight straight from the goal, which is normally only means one of two things. It means a Kilmarnock goal here, or it means a Hibernian goal. Lambert plays it to Nketiah, and it was nearly a Kilmarnock goal was the answer, but Nketiah was unfortunately offside there. And time is ticking away now. There's 5 minutes to go. We've dominated this game. It'd be disappointing if we drew it. So there's 4 minutes added time. It's ticking away. We're not going to draw it. We've won 2-1. Perfect. Some nice performances there, especially from the defence, and Lambert with his 2 goals as well. Very nice as well. 2-1 win. Let's move on to the game against Nice. We're going to batter through this episode. We'll see you in Nice. Right, so here we are, back for the game against Nice, and the first thing I'm hoping you will notice is Ryan Morris is playing a goal for us. Still says he's recovering from his injury, he's completing rehabilitation. It also says that he's failed his fitness test, but I'm going to play him anyway. When your options are Ryan Morris or Jamie McGill, Ryan Morris is the only one you're going to play. Now, even a Ryan Morris who can only use one leg is going to be playing a goal for me. So that's what's going to happen, and we're going to go with a very similar team to last time out, just a couple of changes. Thomas and Anderson at the back, as always. Magallanes and Guerrero on the wings, or the wings of the defence. That would be what that is at fullback positions. Vlalic is going to partner Velasquez in the middle, with Jovic just in front of them, Lambert on the right, and Nketiah on the left, and Creneta up front. Let's hope for a nice first leg against Nice. Do you like that one? No? Okay, let's get into it. So here we go. Nice have been on fairly decent form. They're playing a 4-4-2 formation. So hopefully our extra man in the middle of the park can do some damage there, with Jovic just dropping in to help out Velasquez and Vlalic. Edin Nketiah's got a damaged heel. He can keep playing through that, I'm sure. Nice swing in the corner, and the injured Morris manages to hold on to that ball, and we'll see how we distribute it. Will he distribute it short, or will he play it long? He plays it long up toward Nketiah, but Gusto wins it for Nice. But he just plays it straight to Lambert and Jovic. And Jovic comes forward through the midfield onto the defence. He hits it, and it's just wide of the goal. Good, marauding run from Jovic there, and nearly a goal for us. And Grabara kicks the ball out for Nice here, but straight to Guerrero, who plays it forward, and Gusto wins that ball. And it's played forward toward Pisani, and he gets behind Anderson, and Morris makes the save, and Magallanes heads it away. We've had a lot of the ball in this first half, but looking at the match stats, it looks like Nice have had most of the chances in the game, but we've not really seen any. There's not been a huge number of highlights. Here is one here, though, and I'm not going to try and say that name, but Yusuf, I would happily say that name, was challenged by Lambert, and they come away with the ball due Nice here after a challenge on Creneta. Tuta plays the ball to Anton, to Yusuf, the ball out to Cisse on this left-hand side. Magallanes wins it, and Vlalic finds Jovic with it. Jovic moves across the field. Can he find Nketiah with a short pass? He does indeed. Nketiah rolls it and drives inside himself. Will he go to the opposite side, or will he take a shot on himself? Nketiah finds Magallanes, who plays it down the line toward Lambert. Lambert collects it. Will he swing the ball in? Back to Magallanes. Puts the ball in the box. Jovic gets on the end of the deflection off the defender, and that is us up 1-0. See, Magallanes plays the ball down the line toward Lambert here. Lambert gets the ball back to Magallanes, who drives the ball across. The defenders kind of getting a mix-up, and Jovic just tucks it in the corner. 1-0 Killie. And that's us reached half-time. Up 1-0. A very good performance so far, and hopefully we can continue this in the second half. Anton with the ball here for Nice finds Yusuf. The ball's played a long ball forward toward Pisani, and two defenders out to challenge him. Plays it back to Baldursson. Baldursson in towards Cisse, and Cisse's held, I'm assuming there. He's given a foul, but he may want to consult VAR. Apparently he is consulting VAR, and it is a penalty. Okay, still not sure what for. Maybe he was elbowed in the face, I'm not sure. But Dolberg takes this penalty, and Ryan Morris nearly dives the right way, but not quite far enough. He does dive the right way, but he doesn't quite get to the ball. You can see here, Dolberg hits it, and Morris nearly gets there, but not quite. And it's 1-1. And now we're on the clock. Another highlight here. Nice swings in the corner. It's headed away. And can we get on the ball, or does Yusuf collect it? Yusuf collects it for Nice here toward Tuta. And Tuta plays the ball all the way back to his goalkeeper, Grabara. And Grabara messes about with the ball for some reason and plays it forward. And it's a good ball forward. But Guerrero with a poor touch, and Pisani has the ball, and he scored a goal. And what is it with us and defensive mistakes? Oh, we've thrown away this game with two poor errors from both our fullbacks. Magallanes giving away the penalty, and Guerrero doing whatever on earth this is. Oh no, and Pisani collects it and shoots into the near post. Gets it by Morris. 2-1 to Nice. We have made a triple change, and Nketiah and Lambert have both come off. Galacci and Booker coming on the wings, and Stacey's come on for Velasquez in the middle of the park as well. And I'm going to shout for us to demand more for the last 10 minutes of this game. Staying on positive still. Nice have kind of come back to this in the second half here. They kind of started to dominate the game. Oh, Morris just tips that ball over the bar. Yeah, Nice are starting to dominate this second half. I don't know why. Maybe our players are getting tired. I'm not sure what it is. Cisse swings in the ball again, and it's headed away. And Creneta grabs this ball, and he's got one man to beat. If he can, then we're through. And indeed he can. It looks like Ely, or however you pronounce that name, managed to get the tackle on him. And the time, as I say, ticking down here. It looks like we're going to leave France defeated. But is it going to be 2-1 or 3-1? Because there's a chance for Nice here to start into Baldursson. 2-1 would be much better than 3-1. That's an obvious statement, I know, but it really would be. Anton plays the ball forward towards Cisse, but it's headed away by Thomas and Galacci. And maybe it's going to be 2-2. Could we get 2-2? That'd be great to come away with a draw. Jovic with it, finds Booker, Cuts infield, does it? No, he plies it back to Stacey. Stacey finds Booker. Booker in the middle, and Jovic with a wonderful, wonderful volley there. Lovely, like an Eric Cantona with one leg and then the other. Fantastic from Jovic, scored in both goals in this game. I was talking him up over the last few episodes about how important he'd been for us, and this is one of the reasons why, his goal scoring ability. Booker plays it in, and Jovic with a lovely, lovely finish, a kind of somewhat scissor kick-ish, but not on his side. That's a great goal. I've seen how good he is in, the midfield defensively, getting in there, challenging and being physical, but also his skill going forward and his finishing ability is fantastic as well. And he's shown that there with the 2 goals. A game that in the end, it was fairly even. Probably we deserved to lose it, in all honesty. But 2-2, we'll take that. Coming back to Rugby Park in the next episode, level with 2 away goals. And the other leg, or the other tie, I should say, Aston Villa won 3-1 against Sevilla in the first leg. So it looks like it could be Aston Villa getting through that one, unless there's a big turnaround in Seville. And it'll be either Nice or ourselves awaiting Villa in the final, if that's the case. So I'll just quickly show you the Premiership table to finish off this episode. We did beat Hibs, but it doesn't guarantee us a Europa League space, because Hibs are playing Rangers in the final of the Scottish Cup. And if Hibs win that, then they get the Europa League place through the Cup. If Hibs lose it, then the Europa League place goes to 3rd place in the league, which would be ourselves. Does that sound fair enough? Yeah. Celtic could actually be beaten by us still. If Celtic lose every one of their games and we win all of ours, we will go above Celtic in the league, so we could actually still get Champions League football. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I think 3rd place is what's going to be our position. We'll still show you the last few games of the season. And there's a chance that it will not even get us Europa League, which is very, very annoying. But we'll take that because that's what the board want for us to do. For all the seasons, according to the club vision. But if you look here, they're looking on the left hand side for us to continue to qualify for the Euro Cup, which we have done. So after that 2-1 win against Hibs and the 2-2 against Nice, that leaves us in quite a nice position. Some decent form after the kind of poor end to March with a defeat to St Mirren, the draw with Celtic, defeat to Dundalk. Since then, we've won 3 and drawn 1. So hopefully we can continue that form into the game against Dundee United in the next episode, and then the second leg against Nice, which is going to be the crunch tie. We got to the semis, remember, last year of the Europa League 2, the Conference League. It was semis or the quarters. I'm now going to have to go back and find out to see if I was telling a lie there. Yes, we did get to the semis where we lost to Borussia Mönchengladbach. So hopefully we can go one step further this year and get to the final. So that's the next episode against Dundee United and Nice. And if you are looking forward to that, then please do leave a thumbs up on the video. Hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. It really does help me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next one, we'll see you then.